Tonight, the crisis at our border is growing, with Title 42 set to expire 1 week from tomorrow. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Jesse Pagan. When Title 42 expires, border officials expect up to 10,000 migrants could try to cross the border every day, doubling the daily average from a few months ago. CBS 8's Richard Allen takes a closer look at how things will change once Title 42 lapses and the stricter consequences migrants could face for trying to cross the border illegally.
And unlike Title 42, those migrants crossing the border after May 11th will at least have the opportunity to try to seek asylum in the United States under federal immigration law, known as Title 8.
There was no asylum process under Title 42. They were just returned. Period. Hard stop.
Title 42, the public health order adopted 3 years ago by the Trump administration because of the COVID pandemic, has allowed border agents to automatically turn away migrants without documentation at the border, even those seeking asylum. Legal analyst Dan Eaton.
There are no consequences for repeated border crossings. It's just you are sent back.
Under Title 8, though, migrants who are expelled could face more serious consequences.
An individual who is removed is subject to at least a 5-year ban on admission to the United States and can face criminal prosecution for any subsequent attempt to cross the border illegally.
Under Title 8, the Biden administration will enforce a new rule that bars some migrants from applying for asylum in the U.S. if they cross the border illegally or fail to first apply for asylum in another country.
Title 8 is different because Title 8 does allow for expedited removal.
Under this expedited removal process, migrants who cannot establish a legal basis to remain in the U.S., such as showing a credible threat of persecution in their home country, will be expelled. Those who pass the credible threat interview, though, will be authorized to enter the United States to continue the asylum process. But legal analyst Dan Eaton points out that seeking asylum in the United States is a very difficult process.
So the fact that more people will attempt to cross the border and enter this country does not mean that substantially more people will ultimately be allowed to remain in the United States after this process is completed.
And judges and lawyers are heading to the border to handle these expedited removal proceedings. And according to the White House, those who do not qualify for asylum will be removed in a matter of days or weeks.